Hi, I'm Buck Smith. I'm here with legendary skateboarder Tony Alva. First time I ever saw Tony Alva in real life was in 1977, right here at Kona Skatepark at the US Open. Tell me what you remember about that trip, Tony.
Oh, well, it was like, I think the first time any of the guys really came out to compete on the East Coast, and obviously Kona was one of the very first concrete skate parks. Like there was one in Carlsbad and one here in Jacksonville, and that was about it, you know. So it was the beginning of competitions actually in skate parks. So it was pretty, I'd say it was like a pretty serious competition, basically because it was one of the first times some of the East Coast guys had gotten an opportunity to compete on their own terrain. And also it had a vert extension on it, which was something that was unusual. Most skate parks back then were just little bowls and kind of banks and nothing really vertical. So the big trick, the big challenge was to do like the most serious like maneuver on the tombstone, which is right behind us. And yeah, there was some good skating, but I was pretty pissed off when one of my team riders ended up beating me in the contest.
And who was that?
It was David Hackett. I brought out a kid, he ended up winning the contest. So we were pretty competitive back then.
What have you been doing recently? Have you been up to any new projects, or what have you been doing the last year?
A lot of the stuff I've been doing revolves around my art gallery and my shop in LA. I've been doing art shows and designing like hybrid boards, DJing a little bit, playing bass in a band, and surfing a lot. Been surfing up in Malibu and down in San Diego, a little bit in Baja. I went down to Chile for a surf trip, and so I've been sponsored by Vans still. So I do a lot of stuff for Vans, and I'm here today on tour. This is our last stop with the Vans, the Grassroots Tour. So it's really nice to be here. And I mean, talk about legends. It's like he introduced me as a legend, and I'd like to introduce Buck. He is the legend here at Kona.
I appreciate that coming from you. That means
we call him Uncle Buck on the West Coast.
No, well, it's good having you back in Florida again, brother, and much love. Thanks for coming out, man.
Thank you very much.